Good morning. I hope that you are all well. You sure look so good to all of us. It is just wonderful to have you here. And for those of you online, we trust that you are well and that you are finding things to do at home that bring you life and joy. It's been kind of exciting this week to see some green shoots and to hear our little robins are back. Certainly a sure sign that spring is coming as we continue through our journey of Lent, which is a time for reshaping our lives. So how's that going for you? Last week, I shared some photos of the life and the good times of some of our people here at Knox. And this week, I thought I would share some of my thoughts on Lent with you. In my 25 years as a multi-faith chaplain in the hospitals in downtown Toronto and in long-term care, one thing that I did during the Lent season, I faithfully set out the 15 stations of the cross in my worship center for my Roman Catholic colleagues and patients for Easter. But for me, it turned into something more than that. It became personal and meaningful as I stopped at each photo or station to focus on Jesus' journey to the cross. I've missed that over the last few years, so yesterday I pulled out my stations of the cross and began to go through them once again. It is a beautiful and visual, albeit very sanitized, reminder of Jesus' difficult journey. For me, Lent has not been about what I can give up. I fail at that. I am not at all good at that. But more about making time to reflect and pray. Years ago, our then minister, Harry McWilliams, pointed out to me that I skipped from Monday, Thursday over to Easter Sunday. I avoided Good Friday. He was right. Good Friday was too painful. And it was not until my chaplaincy experiences of sitting with people in the midst of heart-wrenching pain that I realized how God's love and presence and peace really were always in the midst of those difficult times. Tough as it is, I am now more able to be present at the foot of the cross as Christ bore the weight of my sin and the world's sin. The photos of the stations of the cross of Jesus' journey along the Via Dolorosa helped me to engage with my heart at each point. We are halfway through Lent on our journey, so my intention in the remaining days is to think and to ponder and reflect more deeply, more directly on the suffering of Christ. And I encourage you to do what you can to draw closer to and to follow Jesus through this Lent season, and to be ready to follow him to the foot of the cross on Easter week. This is the most important time in history. We are in our second week of the hybrid worship, and you will really see big smiles on our faces. And hear such great joy in our voices, because it is really a significant step forward for us here at Knox, and we have much to celebrate. Last week I mentioned birthdays. I want to mention them quickly again, because we have Ray and Clarice here. Emily? Yes, who's going to be celebrating. Jane and Elma, Sarah and Margaret and George, and Warren up there somewhere. And we also are able to celebrate with Louis and Alma, who will be celebrating their anniversary later this month. So if you see them or talking to them, you can remember that it is their birthdays. I'm not sure how often you have heard the Isaiah 44 passage over the last 2 years. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. Do not be afraid, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my victorious right hand. Our Lord walks with us. He is with us. He has never left you or me. The church is here for you, my dear friends. So if you have some concerns or are not well, please contact the clergy, Jackie or myself, or an elder, because we are here and we do care. So may God guide us through a meaningful rest of the Lent, and may God protect us, that the pandemic may soon come to an end, and that peace will soon prevail in the Ukraine. May God bless you. Air hugs out there, filled with our love and our caring. God bless.
Thank you, Lynn.